How's it going, everyone, and welcome to Art and Design. My name is Þorgeir, and today we got a bit of a different kind of video. So the hype around Game of Thrones is real right now. There's a lot of hype going around, and I thought I would take the opportunity to face swap the characters from Game of Thrones, just to show you that you can do that sort of thing using Procreate. Now, this has traditionally been done using Photoshop, but I'm going to show you how to do this only using Procreate. Let's get right into it. Okay, so these are the characters that we're going to be working with. We got the Lannister, Tyrion Lannister, and then we have Daenerys Targaryen, the queen. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to swap this with this and this with that. The reason why I'm not swapping them like so, just taking this face and moving it to his face right here, is because we can see from her angle that she is looking like a little bit to the left of the camera, while the Lannister is sort of looking directly at the camera. So I picked a different picture for the Tyrion Lannister. In this picture, he is sort of in a similar looking pose. So I think these faces would merge pretty well together. And same goes with this one. She's looking more direct towards the camera compared to this picture. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to blend these faces completely together. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to create a new layer. Then I'm simply going to select the skin tone, select a soft brush, and then I'm just going to go ahead and sort of paint over her face, like so. Make sure to select the right shades in any area so that we have a nice representation of the sort of color range that is happening on the face. Alright, looks about right. Maybe you need a little bit more shade here, but something like this should work pretty fine. So the next thing, gonna do the same for the Lannister, just sort of make a mask. Give him a little bit of shade, and there we go. Alright, so now that we've cleaned up the faces, there's no more face to be seen. We can toggle this on and off right here. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to flip this image because I feel like the light should be coming from a different direction. So I'm going to flip it like so. And now we're going to reposition the face sort of like this. And I'm then going to cut out just the face portion from this image. And I'm going to swipe down with 3 fingers, do copy paste, move it into place. Then I'm going to hide that picture. I'm going to do the same for the Lannister. Select him, make a selection, try to get his eyebrows also. The one thing that I forgot to do earlier was to feather it a little bit. I'm just going to feather the selection just a little bit, but we'll fix it in the other one later. So copy paste, hide this one. So now we have the Lannister face sort of floating over here. And he's gonna walk over to the Targaryen face. And there we go. So that's it for this video. No, joking. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna resize these faces and make them align to the facial features. The way we're gonna do that is gonna first remove this mask or just hide it. Then going to decrease the opacity of this layer right here, and we're just going to resize the face like so, making sure the eyes align, something like this. Yeah, might need to adjust it just a little bit like so, it seems. Just wanted to distort and change the perspective a little bit. Okay, increase the opacity back up. Now let's do the same for the other image. Increase the opacity. Go to freeform. Align the eyes. The mouth. think that's pretty good. Pretty good. So now deselect, increase the opacity again, and we are getting somewhere now. The one thing that we can see is that the images inside here, the ones that we copied, are a little bit of a different color than the skin tone over here and also over here. It sort of stands out as not very natural looking. So what I'm going to do to combat this is I'm going to create a new layer, set that as a clipping mask. I'm actually looking at this one right now. And then I'm going to hide it. I'm going to pick up his skin tone, find a nice balanced skin tone right here. Turn on the layer again, and then basically whatever I draw on this clipping mask layer, it will only appear within the layer boundaries right here. So select the soft brush, and I'm just going to paint inside. And now I can go into the layer effects, color, find color over here, and there we go. Now I have a clipping mask with a blend mode which blends the color from the background image onto the pasted image. Now we can see that it doesn't really look all that right. So what we need to do here is we need to create a mask on the clipping mask. And we do that like so. And now we need to sort of remove color from the eyes, this pasted color right here. Remove that from the eyes because we don't want the eyes to be skin color. Maybe it might be worth just going a little bit around the eye so we get sort of the colors that are associated with the eyelid and all that sort of stuff. Not too much though. Then we're going to do the same with the lips. There we see the lip color merging again. Pretty good. I think that is fine for now. And gonna do the same for the Lannister. So we get his face. We create a new layer, which is a clipping mask. Now we could also just sort of select him. You can do that just tapping and holding on the layer. Now I've selected the outlines of this layer. Now we can use the eyedropper tool to select the skin tone of the queen. And then drag and drop into it. And we go to the effects, color, color. Do the same thing. We mask out the areas which are the eyes and the lips. Let me see. Oh, we need to, before we create a mask, we need to remove the selection. So remove the selection, create a mask, and then we can fill in the lip color and the eyes. Alright, so now we're getting somewhere. This looks much more natural right now. Well, I say natural, but yeah, it looks more balanced, at least. The transition between the two faces, much less noticeable. But we still have the different shape of the chin right here, which we need to remove, and this looks very messy. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna create a mask on this layer right here, the pasted layer. Create a mask on that, and now I'm just gonna sort of remove from the edges of the face. Oh my god, this is starting to look really weird. I love it. Okay. Okay, let's do the same for this one. So create a mask, and then we draw on the mask in order to remove. Now I'm also thinking about removing from this area right here so that we get the mustache. Get some of the locks of hair in the picture. Is there a lock here? Yeah, okay, there's a lock that goes sort of over here. Keep it like this. I'm gonna add back. So when you're masking, basically if you draw with black, you remove that area from the layer, or you're hiding it basically. If you draw with white, you reveal it again. So if you make a mistake, for example, I do something like this, I can just simply pick a white color and then fill it in again. Working with masks is really, really good. Really good. Okay. Something weird happening here. Select a white. And, oh right. That's the edges of the face. Okay, okay. We might need to blend things a little bit better together here. Oh, if I... Right. Okay, we'll need to do a little bit of adjustments over there. Okay, let's quickly fix this problem right here. Okay, I'm gonna remove this area right here by creating a mask, selecting black. I'm just gonna sort of non-permanently erase it, like so. I think this looks much better. Now, what I'm thinking is that the Targaryen face is a little bit darker than the Lannister. So I'm gonna brighten the Targaryen face by going to curves, lift it up just a tad. Is this helping? A little bit. Helped a little bit with the darker areas. But I'm actually thinking about merging the mask at this point and blending it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna merge the mask. Oh, first make a backup, always make a backup. So duplicate, hide the one here, and merge these. Okay. Now one thing that I'm noticing is that the balance, the color balance of this one is a little bit weird. So, hue, saturation, brightness. Something like this. Yeah, okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge these together so that I can sort of blend them together better. I'll spend a few minutes on that and then we'll come back. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. So maybe one thing, the face here is a little bit off. There's something wrong about it, and I think it's the perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of the layers that are associated with this face, and then I'm going to go to the transform tool, go to warp, and I'm just going to sort of adjust it slightly so that it looks a little bit more natural. I think that's pretty good. I could probably work on this a little bit more to get the shadows and the specific colors right. But that's gonna be it for this video. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. If you want to see more of this kind of exploration, trying out new methods and stuff like that, then do leave me a comment down below and I will be sure to take a look at those. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Take care and have a nice day.